Okay. I think a lot of pictures being way too small. I seem to be doing pretty well with this. So here's the hypotenuse. And I'm going to draw it like this. They could have drawn it down here too. Be equally good. No real reason to do it one way as opposed to the other. Okay? And then I'm going to draw my arrows, right? Because what we do there, we drew arrows. Didn't draw arrows, yourself a note, draw the arrows. You're going to see this in your homework. Okay, there's an arrow, there's an arrow, there's an arrow. And I might as well go ahead and do the same thing for this picture. And now I can say, run equals delta x equals, well, we're going from 6 to -2. Sorry, from -3 to 4, right? How far is that?
7.
Pardon?
7.
7, right? And I can actually put a little more in this because now that I've got negative numbers and things may be going in the negative direction sometimes, I want to be careful. So I'm going to write it as -2 minus 6. And I should have made my picture bigger because then I have a little more room to label it, right? But, okay. It's not -2 minus 6, it's 4 minus -3, which is 4 plus 3, which is 7. Okay? Now, notice we take the later value minus the former value. We subtract where we are from where we're going. We don't subtract it the other way. That's what a change means. Okay? If I go from mile 14 to mile 28 on the interstate in front of the college, okay, then what's my displacement? Well, I'm going plus 14 miles, right? And I get that if I subtract where I am from where I'm going. That's where I'm going minus where I am. So try to lock that in because I see mistakes about that sometimes, especially when doing things with symbols. Okay? It's where we're going minus where we are. If I go from mile 37 to mile 21, that's going to be -16 miles. The mileage is going down. If I tell you start at 38 and go 16 miles, you don't know which way to go. If I tell you to go plus 16 miles, then you pretty much have an indication. If I tell you to go minus 16 miles, you have an indication. I probably wouldn't say it that way on the interstate. I'd probably say you go 16 miles south, okay? Or west, southwest. Okay, anyhow, later value minus former value. Make sure you understand that, okay? And then the rise is your delta y, and that's -2 minus 6, which is -8. Okay? Then okay? And I put the information for the run up here where you expect to see it, right? Not over there, not in the ceiling, not on the floor, not in some other part of the paper, but I put it down. I put it down in detail because then when I look at your paper and you got the wrong run, if that happens, and it certainly won't, but if it did, okay? then I'd be able to trace back and see what you did wrong. It will give you a note to help you correct it. Okay? If you don't write out all the information, I don't have a clue. Or I might have a clue, but I don't know. Okay? There's some common mistakes people make, so I can guess.
Do you have animals on either side?
Okay, rise. Here, where the rise is. Okay? It's a negative rise since it's going down. And then slope over here with a box around it, so I know that's a slope, and you know that's a slope. So when you go back and check your work because something didn't work out, you don't have to look all over the page and on the ceiling and on the floor, or look for something that isn't even there. With no clue about what you did, yesterday that made it all go wrong today, okay? You won't remember all your details. You remember most of them. Can't come and remember them all. Okay, so anyhow, that's what we do. Okay? Now let me take my own advice and draw a bigger one of these. Okay? Whichever way you drew this, hypotenuse, you're going to go left to right. Okay? And then up or down is corner. And then our arrows go like this. And now we write LX equals run. I'm going to write something. Later minus former. Equals B minus A. Okay? And then rise. And it's not D minus A, it's C minus A. When I went later, I went too late. Sorry. Okay, rise is later minus former. Equals B minus B. Okay? And slope. Is this. Okay? I want to see all of that on the assignment. Okay? Get in the habit of showing all the details. Okay? And doing it, at least for right now. You can improvise a little later. Once you got this down, I trust you to improvise, but I still want to see things where I need to see them, and I still want to see the detail I need to see, right? As long as that's there in an easily readable, coherent way, it'll be okay. But now I want to see literally this type of label. Okay. Well, not particularly difficult, is it? Okay? Fight your own impulse to shortcut it. And we all have that impulse. Okay? You got to control that. Okay, well, one of the easier things to control. Okay? In a hurry, it's, yeah, it gets a little hard. Okay, now I'm going to give you another one. And maybe I'll do an example before I give you one to just do it. make you sink or swim.
Estimated to be
Okay.
around 1,200.
This point will be
So the life expectancy is getting older.
2019.
The next station site. And it shows you the structure of the buildings and the houses kind of close to each other. This is not an ancient
$50,000.
ladder, but it would kind of demonstrate.
Okay.
access.
And this is going to be
Not the,
2030. I didn't leave myself enough room, I put it down here. 130,000. Dollars.
Paleolithic hunter-gatherers,
Okay,
Neolithic
So.
agriculture, more complex.
here's my hypotenuse. Here's my run. Here's my rise. Okay.
So 3,000 to about 1,200 BCE is the period of time.
So, draw this big enough and draw a triangle. If you don't like the shape of that triangle, you can change it. But draw a triangle and label the rise, the run, and the slope.